What is one of the best things that you can do if you suffer from any chronic health condition? If you're someone who's been in the mainstream system and you're sick and tired of taking medication and you want to do something that actually gives your body its best chance to function better so you can feel better, you can have more energy, your sleep can improve, and give your body the best chance it can to heal, mend, and repair through whatever's going on in there, you can look up something called upper cervical chiropractic. It's a niche within the chiropractic profession that focuses most of its attention right here at the top of the neck, because what runs through that hole right there is your spinal cord, and more specifically inside of that vertebra and right at the base of the skull, there's a structure called the brainstem. They call it the autonomic nervous system because it controls everything in your whole body that you don't consciously think about, including all of your internal organ function, muscle tone regulation, immunity, body temperature, blood pressure. And so what can happen to many people who are chronically having health issues that are their body's not able to get over is they're compromised here at the base of the skull. And that can happen because your head weighs 10 to 12 pounds. It sits on this top vertebra that weighs 2 ounces, and it sits on the end of a stick, your neck. And those three factors make the head-neck junction the most vulnerable to spinal misalignment. So as we go through life, there's trauma that happens. It's usually blunt trauma that can cause that top vertebra to shift out of position. And at the joint level, there's tissue. There's a fibrous ligament called a joint capsule that's very strong. It gives the joint integrity. But if you have a big enough concussion of force and that joint dislodges, it can tear that soft tissue. And when that segment locks at the floor of the skull, it irritates the cord. It decreases your body's overall potential to function properly. And no matter what you have going on, if you can find out how it's out of position, we do that in our office through 3D imaging, where we look precisely at the joint to see how it's misaligned at the joint margin. Everybody's out of place differently. Everyone's joints are built at different angles. And so once we have that information that's unique to that individual, we deliver a very precise force with no twisting, popping, or pulling. And it's designed to get the segment back in its normal biomechanical range of motion, to get the pressure off the cord, to get that joint that's locked back in motion. Why? There's millions of nerve endings on the joint surfaces, especially here in the upper neck. And when a joint's not moving the way that it should, it gives bad input into the cord, and that can cause a plethora of problems throughout the system. So if you're suffering with vertigo, headaches, neck pain, trigeminal neuralgia, Ménière's disease, low energy, cognitive fog, or any other type of health problem, one of the best things that you can do to help support your body's normal function is get it corrected and get to an upper cervical chiropractor. We're located in Sarasota, Florida. We offer a free consultation. If you are outside the Sarasota, Florida area, you can go to a website, www.uccnearme.com. And if you're outside, and if you don't want to go to that website, you can leave a comment in the sections below about where you live, and we'll be happy to find you someone in your area.